everyone, and welcome back to the College of Education Family Reunion. My name is Maddie Rice. Today, our special guest is Devon Jackson. Thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
It's been an honor.
Devon, why don't you introduce yourself a little bit?
Okay, well, I'm Devon Jackson. I am a senior in middle grade education with the concentration in literacy, and I am also obtaining an English as a second language endorsement. And I am a senior if I have not preferenced that already.
Oh my gosh, senior year. So very cool. Senior year. Let me go ahead and start with a little bit of a delayed, but a very well-earned congratulations for being named a member of the University of Illinois 2020 Homecoming Homecoming Court.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah, that was quite shocking because they called me on Zoom. And I was really it was like, wow, I'm so lucky to be sitting here right now on my computer.
Aww.
And then they were like, oh, we just want to like excite you and surprise you. And I'm just like, wow, okay, what? Yeah,
so
that
fun.
Is an achievement that I'm still like, wow. Because even like in high school, I never cared for homecoming.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
then
It's different here.
Yeah, it's different. So it was just like such a huge achievement. I'm sad because of COVID. I never like get the full flesh of what I could do, but maybe hopefully, knock on wood, that the next upcoming homecoming season I can get invited back as they were in talks about, and then for us that we can actually celebrate. Because I'd be happy to come back and get my celebration. So.
I'm sure they'd love to have you, and if not, let us know and we'll get you a crown and a sash and whatever you need.
It's okay. I'm going home this weekend, so I have we have apparel that they sent to us, but they sent it to my home address, so hopefully I can finally wear my little regalia.
You'll have to send us like a little Instagram or something. We'll share.
I'll get back to you on that.
All right, I'll be keeping an eye out in our inbox. All right. Well, Devon, take me back a few years to when you studied abroad. Where were you studying abroad? What did you do there? What was that whole thing like for you?
Well, I went in the spring of 2019 to South Korea, and I studied abroad at Korea University, which is located in Seoul. And Korea University is one of the most prestigious universities in South Korea. And usually when people, in order to equate it, is like compared to an Ivy League. So I got accepted there because I had to apply to get into Korea University because I didn't do an exchange program. I did a visiting student program. So it's not exactly the same program. So
right.
Still some experience.
How are those two things different?
Well, the exchange program is when you study abroad at the host university, and then a student from the host university study abroad at your institution. So it's like a switcheroo kind of thing. Whereas a visiting student, an aspect of my understanding from what I had to do is that I'm applying to study abroad, but I'm also applying to get into the university. And so I'm kind of just like a temporary student at the university through my own merits.
Do you think it was a valuable experience?
It was a very interesting experience reflecting back because I didn't go with any group. I went by myself. So I went on a plane for over 14 hours without Wi-Fi. I'm never going to forget that. By myself, I was in a foreign country by myself. But luckily, Korea University had like a International Student Buddy Association where they had the Korean university student come and get you and bring you back to the university and help you get acclimated. And they know they can speak English, so they're able to, with the language barrier. And so you're also like with a bunch of international students at once. So you get to learn each other's cultures and country norms while also learning about Korea's country and culture norms as well. So it was a great compromise. Even though I started going alone, I have a friend to this day that I still talk with like daily. So I do appreciate that experience all the time.
That's so sweet, and what a valuable, enriching relationship that's come out of studying abroad. I feel like a lot of our students, in the college education in the University of Illinois, and anyone anywhere really wants those types of experience, those types of relationships, and those lessons and those, yeah, just a really valuable and exciting time in your younger college years. What would you say is the most valuable lesson that you learned abroad?
I say don't let fear overpower you. Look, I'll steal what my cooperative teacher tells me. That it's okay to be uncomfortable, because being uncomfortable is taking the initiative to learn and to be vulnerable. And like for me, I went alone and I had to be alone and I had to navigate things alone. And of course, living my life, there's always something that goes wrong, but I see it as like, okay, something goes wrong, but how can we turn it to make it go right? So I have plenty of stories of all the things that went wrong, but yeah, but it's just, I see it as like a learning opportunity. So I guess one example is I decided to take a solo trip because there's like a bunch of islands. South Korea is on a peninsula, and so I was located in Seoul, and the airport is located in Incheon, which is an island, and that is 2 hours away from Seoul. And so I decided, but there's a beach up there in Incheon that I decided to go by myself from Seoul to Incheon for 2 hours. And I didn't have the best Wi-Fi, so I was basically traveling by myself with no way to contact me. What is the smartest thing? And there was a lot of like, okay, I really did that to myself, but I wanted to go to the beach, and I traveled by myself. I was alone, and I was really like self-resilient and being more conscious and just knowing when you need help, especially when I had to figure out how to get back. Luckily, I knew some of the language, because I had to ask the bus driver, "Am I going on the right bus?" And he was like, "No," but the bus stop is actually across the street, and pointed across the street, and I was just like, "Oh, duh, okay." But it was just, yeah, it was like, and then being aware of your surroundings, I was much more aware of where I am, because since I didn't have Wi-Fi, I had to rely on memory and stuff. So, but I still appreciate that experience, because I managed to get to that beach and take some photos, and then be like, okay, I was there, and then I came back, and then I was like, all right, I made it back to campus in one piece, and I still appreciate that solo trip to this day.
Yeah. Wow. Look at you, just a smart,
No.
strong, independent woman. I want to go to the beach. I'm going to go to the beach.
Yeah.
That takes guts. I'm really, I don't know, I'm proud of you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. It was more so, let's go to the beach. But then as I decided to go to the beach and I was halfway there, I was like, did I really think this through? But it was too late. I was like, I'm already halfway here. Might as well just go. Why hesitate now?
Yeah, you got that follow through. But look at you far. So having, spent time in Korea as a student, do you have aspirations or a desire to return as an educator?
I would like to.
Or even another country?
I would like to teach abroad. It's like a goal of mine to do that. So, but of course with Golden Apple, there is like a delay in how I can approach that. But in the near future, I would like to do it. And maybe I would, more than likely, I kind of would like to go back to Korea, since I've already been to the country and I have some knowledge of the school system there, that I feel like I would have better acclimation than to go to a different country. But I'm open.
Do you have an idea of like, ideally, where would you want to be teaching or working next year, now that you're going to be a grad?
Don't remind me. I'm always,
it's not that bad.
I'm always overwhelmed. I don't know where I want to go, but I know that I want to be closer to home. So north or northwest is my mindset. So
yeah, it's a big decision. It's a really big decision. You're going to spend a lot of time there, a lot of really valuable time there. You've been spending so much time in high school and in college and the summers in between, gathering all this knowledge that you're so ready to share. It's a big decision. It's a huge decision. So I don't think there's anything wrong with taking your time and seeing, what's going on, especially, this year, these last year and a few months. Nothing wrong with taking your time.
Yeah.
So we've mentioned senior year a couple times. Not to freak you out or anything, but I know I'm stressing you out. I talk to students and they seem to have a very special relationship with this college. I am curious, someone that spent 4 years here, if you could describe the college education in just one word, what would it be?
Oh no, you put me on a spot. My major is on the line. All of a sudden, I don't know any vocabulary words. They're all gone. Oh no.
I'll edit it out if it's bad.
No. Trying to think. Wow. This was like a similar kind of question that I had for the homecoming court interview. They asked me to describe my University of Illinois experience with one word. And I said invigorating. I don't know why I want to say invigorating for this one. It's not the word I want to use for the College of Education, even though it does provide, a lot of courses does provide invigorating experiences and something that's memorable. But I think maybe family. I want to describe the College of Education in one word is like an extended family. There we go.
Yeah, that's the name of this show, is Family Reunion.
Look at me full circle. Okay. Pat myself on the back for that.
You did great. There wasn't a right answer to that question, but if there was, I think you got it.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow. Well, that was my last question. So thank you so much, Devon, for your time today and for sharing all of your lovely, valuable experiences from near in Champaign and really, really far in Seoul and back again as a homecoming court member. You got to send me that picture once you get it.
Give me a week if I can go home and get my life together and then be
okay. All right. So by the time you're watching this video, you should have liked that picture already on our Instagram, College of Education.
Okay.
Cool. All right, Devon. Well, thank you so much for your time once again, and best of luck finishing off senior year of college at the University of Illinois. Yeah. You really I have to say, you've made your mark already. So, no sweat. He's accepting.
The cameras.
The paparazzi.
Oh!
Devon, thanks again. What a treat. Everyone, that's the end of this episode, and we will see you all next time on the College of Education Family Reunion.